Hello, my name is Åke Mora. I am going to be one of your teachers in this wonderful and very special bootcamp you are going to have here in Mallorca. Um, I will explain a little bit about my background so that you know where I come from and what I learned, what I'm going to teach you. I have been the last 20 years working on video game development. I started 20 years ago as an artist in in a Nintendo DS video game. I started as an animator. My background is artistic. I studied fine arts degree in Barcelona, and then I also studied design and illustration. So I am mainly an artist that has become a technician or a technology lover. Um, I started as a 2D animator on the video game industry, and then I became a lead artist. And then from the lead artist, I went to the studio director. I ended managing and directing 70 people at a very big video game studio here in Spain. Then after 7 years of working there, I quit and started my own company with my twin brother, a company that we call Twin Force. And there we went on developing applications and video games, especially and mainly focused on AR, VR, and mixed reality, and also developing all kind of artistic and creative stuff. We worked or have been working with 3D printing, um, um, all kind of new technology. And because of our interest in these new technologies, we ended or started playing with the AI like 3 or 4 years ago. Uh, it's not when the AI started, but it's when we started playing with it. And I, as an artist, I got extremely interested in generative AI for images. There was no video yet at that point. And I started using these amazing tools that seemed like, I mean, they were felt a bit like toys. They were not that good as they are now, but I could very clearly see the potential of those tools in those days. So I started using it as a very useful tool to improve my production and increase my productivity as an artist, also as a developer, because it's a really, really cool tool to develop video games too, and all kind of audiovisual material or projects. So that's when the game started, if we can call it like that. And during these 3 last years, generative AI has evolved and has become such an amazing and powerful tool that nowadays I could not imagine myself working without it as an assistant. I use it for everything, even for programming, creating music, soundtracks, sound effects, concept art, scripting. I love to write, but before I didn't have a lot of time for writing. And now that I have the AI, I write. I have been writing more in the last year than I have written in my whole life, because of the speed and the power boost it gives me for for writing. Um, so during my day of teaching, which will probably be the second day of the bootcamp, I will try to cover all these applications of AI to the creative process. I will try to explain you first. I will try to explain you the basis of the technology of AI, of generative AI, which I think is very important to understand the structure and the grounds and where the AI comes from and how it works. We really need to understand that to be able to create properly with it. A person that doesn't know its tools a worker that doesn't know its tools properly is not a good worker. You will always have issues if you don't know how your tools work. So the first thing we will do is begin the building with a good structure and grounding, and we will cover very fast, but the most important points of the technology that's behind LLMs and generative AIs and diffusion models. Then we will explain some techniques and some frameworks on and technology of prompting. We won't become prompting engineers, but we will learn which is the best practice, or which are the best practices and the best way to prompt each kind of AI, because each AI has a specific way of prompting it to make it work properly or better. If you want, people usually say that AI is stupid, it's not intelligent, but it actually is not true. What is true is that if we don't get the results we want from the AI, it's because we are not making the proper questions, or we are not writing the prompt the proper way. The better the prompt is written, the better the result is. So it's really, really not fair to blame AI when we don't get the result we want. It is sometimes, sometimes, yeah, you make a really, really big effort to write the best prompt in the world. You even use AI to get the better prompt, and then in the end, you still don't get the result you want. But that's another story. It has to do with several other things that has not to do only with prompting and the way of the AI works. After covering this introduction, or these basic techniques to prompting, we will see how to apply this tool, this assistant, because we have to treat the AI as an assistant we will have throughout all our creating process, from writing to post-production. We will try to see, in the short amount of time we have, how to apply this very, very powerful tool to write your script, the literary script, and how to write your technical script, how to turn that into storyboard, how to turn the storyboard into a mood board and concept or an animatic, and from there go to layouts, color layouts, style, concept art for characters, concept art for environments, working the lighting, day lighting, night lighting, anything. With the AI, we can create anything we want, almost anything we want. We will also see a little bit of the ethical, legal, and copyright considerations to have in mind when we are creating with AI tools. This is right now, nowadays, the legal framework, or the legal frame regarding the AI is still a bit diffuse. Laws are still being written. A lot of people doesn't really know how to apply laws, and the legal area is still a bit gray around AI, generative AI, and what you create with your AI. There are several providers or several AI models that have a very specific guidelines or copyrights or guides that explain very well how you can use what you create. But there are others that are very vague and very diffuse, and it's really difficult to know when or what and how you can use it. We will also cover some post-production application of AI, which is the most difficult part, because it's the part of the process where AI is still developing. There are not many tools to use on editing, post-production, and VFX, because that is still a part that needs a lot of human input. So we won't get too much into that, but what we will do also, if it's possible, we will see how we can also apply the AI tools and AI models to create 3D models and 3D environments that we can use as reference for modeling and creating our environments in video games, movies, images, illustrations, anything you want. Either to use it as a final model or product that you can use directly in production, or just as a reference to create better and finished artwork. The main important point I would like to stress in the day I will be teaching you is that AI is not a substitute for a human being or for a creative human being. What we will see is that AI is the most powerful tool you have had in a lot of years, and my goal is to teach you how to use it to improve a lot your production pipeline and also to improve a lot your creativity and your production. So I hope that when we meet this summer, we will enjoy and we'll have a really, really good day. And I will try to teach you everything I know. And really looking forward to see you there. See you soon.